Hey, what's up guys? John here. The Keystone pipeline went down 11,000 jobs immediately upon Biden entering office. Now the Colonial pipeline down. You have Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, and Virginia, all shortages with oil. And now we have a new pipeline in Michigan. The Michigan to Canada pipeline is also now being closed. What's very interesting is they say this is a ransomware attack, but also Klaus Schwab, the head of the World Economic Forum, about 10 months ago, said, "We all know but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack could bring a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our unpreparedness for a potential cyber pandemic." So they were setting the stage for this 8-9 months ago. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly what's happening behind the scenes that you won't hear about on mainstream media and where I see all of this going. Please smash that like button. When you hit the like button, YouTube's going to share this content and educate more people as to what's really going on. So please hit that like button. Let's begin. Colonial Pipeline stopped operations on Friday, notified federal officials that it was the victim of a ransomware attack. The attack, carried out by a criminal cybercrime group known as DarkSide, resulted in this shutdown of 5,500 miles of pipeline. The artery supplies half of the gasoline to the East Coast and runs from Texas to Jersey. The pipeline company said it expects to restore a substantial amount of operations by the end of the week, but how much is not clear. U.S. Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm said federal agencies are working around the clock to help the pipeline return to normal operations. The shutdown arrives in an inopportune time, the beginning of what could be a record summer driving season as Americans make up for last year. Given the size and the direction of the pipeline and the markets that it feeds, the Colonial Pipeline is the single most important artery moving refined products in the country, said Michael Tran, energy analyst at RBC. This is already an earthquake, and a magnitude of the earthquake has grown by the day. We all know that Joe Biden wants to lay out an electric vehicle grid throughout America right now, and he's building out these steps and showing how inefficient our current system really is so he can lay his plan out. For example, the Energy Secretary Granholm asserts that gas prices may have gone up because of the virus. This came out 3 days ago, Fox News. Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm pressed to explain why gas prices are around 50 cents higher per gallon than they were when President Biden took office, said that prices could have gone up because of the virus. Beyond whether or not you think your policies are to blame or are worried that the prices could impact whether or not Americans can travel, which is of course needed to put money back into the economy, CNN Jake Tapper asked Grant on Friday. People need to travel, you're right, but we need to get the virus under control. We need to get that 70%. We need to get herd immunity. This is from the Energy Secretary. Granholm replied, "Why we have gas prices gone up? Could that be because the virus of itself? Everything is tied together." And Biden's plan with this electric vehicle grid is a $15 billion investment. $15 billion investment to fund the vision to build a national network of 500,000 charging stations. This means holding both public and private recipients of federal funding accountable to create and support good middle-class jobs, apparently. What he wants to do right now is he's going to continue punishing the oil pipelines, the entire gas and oil industries, food, farmland. All this is going to be coming under attack very, very soon. It seems very far-fetched, like something like this could really happen, but it is happening. And over the next 6 months to 12 months, we're going to really start to see so many problems start to unfold. There's so many articles over the last 12 months that they've slowly been dropping on us. This one also is very interesting. The Hill magazine came out about a month and a half after Klaus Schwab's statement They said, officials warned of increasing cyber threats to critical infrastructures during the pandemic. Senator and other energy sector officials warned Wednesday that foreign adversaries are continuing to target U.S. electric grids, noting that the 19 pandemic has only underscored the dangers. As we know, this apparently is a Russia attack, is what they say on our pipeline. The threat of cyber attacks by foreign adversaries and other sophisticated entities is real and it's growing. State Energy and Natural Resources Committee Chairman Lisa Murkowski said Wednesday during a committee hearing on cyber threats to the grid. The 19 pandemic has created a unique opportunity for cyber criminals to attack our networks, including critical energy infrastructure. Murkowski pointed to concerns over Russia's targeting of the Ukrainian power grid in 2015 and recently announced indictments by the Department of Justice against 2 Chinese hackers for targeting a wide range of groups, including Department of Energy sites. We all know the stakes here, Murkowski said. A successful hack could shut down power, impacting hospitals, banks, gas pumps, military installations, and cell phone service. The consequences would be widespread and devastating, and only more if we are in the midst of a global pandemic. And apparently the Michigan pipeline has to shut down. This came out about 2 hours ago. What are the odds? Colonial pipeline shuts down. Now the Michigan pipeline has to shut down. Michigan orders closure of pipeline, escalating dispute with Canada. While the governor says the leak is a ticking time bomb, the company says Line 5 has never experienced a leak. The state of Michigan has told a Canadian energy company it must shut down a controversial oil and gas pipeline by Wednesday amid growing fears that a spill would be catastrophic to the region in a feud which threatens and strains relations between Canada and America. The company's refusal to comply with the order and swift support from top Canadian officials highlights the politicized nature of pipelines, which campaigners have used as a target in the fight against climate change. For nearly 67 years, Enbridge has moved oil and natural gas from Western Canada through Michigan and the Great Lakes to refineries in the province of Ontario. But Michigan says that one section to the pipeline, Line 5, is too risky to continue operating. Interesting how this coordinates so beautifully with climate change and Biden's infrastructure package to solve climate change and bring net zero emissions. This is where we're headed right now. This is not by accident, none of this. That's my personal opinion. If we look at a lot of the mainstream media, what they've been putting out, if you just simply read what they're saying adds up quite well that the actual real problem is the old systems are bad and we need to bring out a new green solution that's going to solve everything and make our earth a bit more friendly to climate and also really be much less impactful on our overall carbon footprint. Well, fortunately for all of us, the World Economic Forum, they saw this coming and if you can't tell I'm being sarcastic, they saw this coming and now they are planning ahead for the Cyber Polygon. It's an event happening in July where how they can build out a plan for all of us so we don't go through any other type of cyber event. Now, if you scroll down here, it says, this year discussions during the live stream conference will be centered on secure development of ecosystems with global digitalization, further accelerating in people, companies, and countries becoming ever more interconnected. Security of every single element of supply chain is key to ensuring the sustainability of the whole system. During the technical exercise, participants will hone their practical skills in mitigating a targeted supply chain attack on a corporate ecosystem in real time. The event will be held online July 9th. Applications from this organization wishing to join, trainings are still open. See further details on the official website. What I believe is very likely to happen is we're going to see the old problem, reaction, solution situation. We have the problem, Our grids are so unreliable, and gas is not reliable, and pipelines keep closing down. We need to bring in an electrical grid. We need to have electric cars so we don't ever have to go through this. They're going to likely increase gas prices to record highs, and that's likely going to hurt the middle class in a really big way. And that problem reaction solution thing is going to work out quite well for Biden's plan for 2030, which is to make the world more green. Now, if you are investing in real estate or stocks, there's going to be big changes coming soon. And we're all just kind of standing, I believe, looking off at the end of the cliff. And we're going to see where things are going. I don't believe things are going to go back to a level of normalcy. Again, I just keep thinking that we're going to work towards Biden's agenda with this Green New Deal and this whole new green world that we're going to be stepping into, which, in my opinion, is exactly what AOC's right-hand man said. He said that the Green New Deal is nothing more than a way to restructure capitalism. And when they restructure capitalism, they're taking money from literally everyone else and giving it straight to the top. What are your thoughts on everything that's happening? Drop your comments below. Smash that like button. When you hit the like button, YouTube again is going to share the content, educate more people, and consider subscribing for more content on business, personal finance, real estate, and of course, money. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey, if you'd like to learn how to get started on YouTube, click the link in my bio. It's a free live training. And if you'd like to learn how to invest in cash flowing multifamily real estate for beginners, there's a link there as well. All right, guys.